Good morning, little sloths. It's Nikocado, Avocado, and it's literally morning. This is why my eyes can't open. Okay, I'm gonna try. Here we go. That's the best I can open my eyes, you guys. It is 9:30 in the morning. We went, well, when I say we, I mean Orlin went out to go get some fried chicken. Follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back. And I said, okay, we have to do it in the morning when it's really fresh and still nice and crunchy. Oh, this is the Colombian KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken, or maybe Korean Fried Chicken. You decide, because Colombia, they do their own thing here. They give you more empanadas than any, oh, okay, we have a lot of empanadas. Do you know what those are? Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, lots of honey. But don't worry, we're gonna pair this up with honeycomb. I've never done before. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, you guys, and I'm sick of looking at Twitter where it's like, the bombs, the bombs, the bombs. I'm so sick of politics, it's really making me angry. Look at all of these empanadas. If you guys don't know, they're like little corn flour pancakes. I mean, they taste like nothing. I'm so sick of politics, aren't you? Oh my god, this is just such a nasty, nasty time. Nasty, nasty time. Oh god. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, these are chicken tenders. Okay, so this comes from Backbone Amish Farm. Oh, Amish. You guys know I'm from Pennsylvania, right? Well, I'm not from there, but I lived there for a portion of my life, and that's where my parents are right now. Somewhere in Pennsylvania. But yeah, the Amish come from Pennsylvania, right? Or they come from other places. I know there's Amish in Pennsylvania. I'm not questioning that. I'm questioning if there's... The Amish are scattered like in Virginia and New York as well. Oh, the Amish, they're such hard workers. You know, they don't use electricity. The Amish. They don't use electricity. They don't believe in electricity. So everything's done by hand. Man, that's a lot of work. But they grow the best tomatoes. I should do an Amish food video. Whoopie pies, soft pretzels, lots of dairy. Okay, here we go. I hope this is good. This is raw, by the way, not processed. Oh, look at this big block of honey. Oh, honey. Look at this. Oh, I don't want to drip down over there. So we have to get this out of here. So this is going to be very messy. Did I put messy in the title? Messy, messy mukbang. We have some messy things to talk about. I have to talk about racism today. I don't like that this place is so mean. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Are you supposed to eat the wax? You know, I do this in Asia, remember? That is the best combo ever. Well, actually, let's go like this. Oh. Look at it dripping. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, honey and chicken. Ooh. Crunchy chicken. Yes. Well, this is exciting. Chicken tender. To the honey it goes. Okay. This is a great breakfast. I'm definitely waking up now. Honey and fried chicken. So good. KFC. Korean fried chicken. Let's pretend Colombia starts with a K. Colombian fried chicken. KFC. Yes. Oh. Oh. Let's drip it onto the chicken. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Mmm. Sorry it's not crunchy. We literally just bought it like 10 minutes ago. No. But it's really good. Especially with this. Okay. I'm gonna start to hear that dog. Oh. Oh. My mouth is full of flavors, and the dogs are gone. I love dogs. I actually want a dog, but I want a quiet one. Okay, this is so messy and so good. Let's talk about some stuff. Well, first of all, let's just say how, don't you agree with me? Politics is so annoying these days. Every time I go on Twitter, I'm just like, no more. I can't take this no more. Oh, it's just no. These are big. Boneless. This is like breast? I don't know. Don't you know. So let's get that politics out of the way. We don't like talking about politics. I hate talking about politics. I'm back home. Shoo-be-doo. We can talk about that, but you already saw the videos. I'm home, but actually can't wait to go. Let's break it. Should we break it? Ooh. Breaking dishes. I don't want it to drip everywhere. Oh my god. Here we go. Let's kind of like bite it, and then we'll combine it in our mouth, okay? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. It's a combination of both crunchy. I mean, slightly crunchy. It's not that crunchy anymore. That's the thing about fried chicken. You have to eat it right when it comes out of the fryer. By the time we get home, it's been 10-15 minutes. Oh, it's still warm though. That's how fresh it is. But that's how picky fried chicken is. You have to eat it right away. Alright, let's talk about... I want to make an apology. Okay, Nick, you don't make apologies with excuses. So, let me just first apologize, and then I want to give you my rationale as to why I said what I said. I don't want to be like Laura Lee. I've been here with the worst apologies on earth. Who was worse, Manny or Laura? Ugh, I feel so bad. Because they're YouTubers and they're trying. I know what it's like to be criticized, but... I mean, I've never made tweets like that. Come on, Laura. And Manny, I just... Ugh. I made a video by him, but I deleted it. It was better just to show support. Ew, there's a bum. Even when people are going through rough times. Because you're my co-workers. I mean, we share this platform together. Anyways. Okay, here we go. What what did I learn from them? Don't apologize and then say but. Let me just apologize. I am sorry for using an Okay, let's try it again. Not when there's chicken in my throat. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be on that list for the worst apologizers ever. Okay, I am sorry for those that I hurt when I used an accent in my story times. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did an Uber driver and she was Asian and I was telling a story, but I used her accent. You know? And I'm sorry that that offended people. I am very sorry. I did not mean to hurt anyone. I didn't use an accent to be malicious. I did it because I thought that's what storytellers do. And I know that some people think that's racist. I never thought that was racist until recently. I guess I'm learning. And I didn't do it just in Asian. Also, my Russian violin teacher, I did the same thing. Just when I tell stories, I like to use an accent when I describe characters, and that really offends you guys. Excuse me. Well, not all of you, but some of you, and I'm sorry, because I don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to insult Asians or Russians. I mean, I'm Russian. I went to Asia. My ex is Asian. Like, I'm not a prejudiced person. Right? That's not how I'm wired. That's not how I feel and think. I did it because I was telling a story. But I'm never gonna do that again. I promise. I will never use an accent to impersonate someone when telling a story. I'll just speak my normal voice so that no one gets offended. Okay. Hopefully that was good. Because I do feel bad. I ended up going on Twitter, like, being really upset about it. And then I had more second thoughts. I was like, you know what? If it's making people upset, then I should just not do it. It's not that big of a deal. For me, I'm saying as well, like, it might be a big deal for you. For me, it's not that big of a deal to use an accent for a story. I mean, it's not going to take away from it or add to it any significant way. So I'm sorry. I really am. Ooh. Hopefully that was better than Manny's. Remember when Manny apologized? He literally said, I'm a great person. I have nothing but love. I love my subscribers. Here I just basically said I was ignorant. I didn't know that it's bad. I don't know. I even had to Google, is using an accent racist? It's not technically, but it does hurt people's feelings. That's what articles got at. It's not technically, you're not criticizing someone's skin color, because your accent, you could be a black person and live in Europe and have a London accent. You know, accents are shared among the people who live there. It has nothing to do with your skin color. And it doesn't mean that you feel like you're superior or not. However, it's usually used when people are mocking, especially Asians. They have a hard time. In America, from Americans' point of view. And historically, it's been used to hurt them. So, I don't want to hurt anyone. I love Asians. I don't want to hurt you guys. All my best friends who were growing up were Asian, actually. And I'm not trying to say it like that means it's okay. I'm just trying to let you know I have nothing against race. I'm not wired that way. And I'm sorry, again, I am so sorry that you guys got upset. That I hurt you for what I said. Yeah. Everyone should feel welcome here. Yeah, I ended up deleting my tweets, like I said, because I started defending it. See, this is why I said in the beginning of the video, because my mind is still, I guess, evolving on this subject, learning. Because I was literally defending it in my tweets like a week ago. I was just like, it's not racist. What's the definition? I've never been a hateful person. I'm so sick of being called racist. This is so hurtful. Like, you know, I'm married to someone who has been a victim of racism his whole life. Being called, you know, slang negative words for a Latino, and he said he would have racism from black people even at his school. He said not only would the white people pick on him, but the black people would pick on him and like call him Poppy all the time to like mimic him. You know, it goes all around. Different types of skin colors and stuff. I mean, I remember being so defensive on Twitter. Like, I've never ever intentionally hurt someone because of how they look, ever. That's just not, that's just not me. And I was just trying to say, it's not racist to use an accent. You have to look at the context. But I ended up deleting them and apologizing. Because I was just like, you know what? It's not worth fighting because at the end of the day, it's hurting people. And I did get a lot of tweets say, Nick, you can only mimic other types of American accents. Once you go beyond that, it's bad. Even if I do a French accent. Which is so terrible because I have all those videos up. Like, I did my Italian pasta video, carbonara. And I literally talked like an Italian person in the beginning. Not like them, but I tried. That accent. I like moved my hand. Is that stereotypical? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was just like, ja. Here's my pizza, da 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 da, and I played a violin tune. I played an Italian tune on my violin. Like, I'm trying to be in character, and it offends people at the end of the day, and that's why I'm like kind of sad, because I guess that's what happens when you realize you're doing something wrong. You're like, wait, no, I've always thought it was right. It can't be wrong, but then you realize it's wrong. The Washington Redskins, like, I don't feel anything bad about it. But at the end of the day, I've never been called a Redskin, so how do I have any right to say that? If Native Americans, which was that was about, come out and say, that really bothers me, not being referred to as a Redskin, even though nowadays, well, there still are racist people in this world, but way less back than compared to back in the day. It doesn't matter. We always evolve and change. Nothing has to stay still forever because of tradition. I personally think bullfighting is a weird tradition. I think that's kind of mean. You know, traditions don't have to stay that way forever. So, did they change the Redskins name? I thought they were like campaigning to change the Redskins to something else. A different name. Ooh, this is a big piece. So yeah, it's like a learning thing for me, because there can be all these subtle things that you don't think are offensive, but they are offending people, and you have to just say, well, you know what? If it's coming from the people that are being affected, then I should just stop. So this is why I'm kind of doing all this, not evolving, but just like explaining it all on camera, because I feel like a lot of you guys might be able to relate. Maybe not to like going around saying the N-word. That's obviously, you got some issues. But something as subtle as, you know, telling a story and mimicking an Italian accent in your pizza video. Or doing a story of a Slovenian person and speaking like them. So these subtle things that you might not think, I don't think that's racist at the end of the day, but I do think it's hurtful, and it can be used in a discriminatory way, and I don't ever want to be that person, which is why I'm never going to do it again. And again, I apologize for hurting you guys. Oh. Oh. Ooh. This is my breakfast. I'm at the Wake and Bake Cafe. So, I got that out of the way. That was on my chest for a couple days now. Like, I gotta talk about it in my video. Because to be honest, I talk so much in my videos. And I never know what I say. And the other day, I can't tell you what I said in my Taco Bell video from 5 months ago. I don't know. I just talked about something. And if I can specifically remember doing an Asian accent when telling a story about like my adventures in Thailand. If I remember doing a Southern accent like Paula Deen when I make my mac and cheese. If I can specifically remember doing the Italian accent when I do my pizza. Or my violin teacher referring to him and always talking like a Russian. Then that means I've probably done it even more times than that. I can't remember. So that's why I was like, I really gotta say something, because there's people out there that are getting really hurt by it. And I'm sorry, I don't even know what I said. I don't even know what else is out there, and that's the scary part for me. Like, oh shoot. I don't gotta clean up my act, but that's why I'm like, well, I might as well talk about the whole thing in a video, So at least my current followers can be updated and know that, okay, he didn't know, or he thought the context matters, and now he's knowing that it really doesn't. Yeah. Here's the thing, I'm gay, right? This is how I realized. I'm gay. You know, everyone has an accent. And gays don't have an accent. But if someone told a story and mimicked a stereotypical gay person, here, I can do it because I am gay and it doesn't bother me. Hey! Okay. I do that anyway, I know. But would I like for someone else to impersonate me like that? I mean, at the end of the day, I know I already do that, so I'm not going to take offense to how I am already. But there are gay people out there that don't do that. That's the point. And they will be hurt by that. I know Orlin wouldn't like that. So that's not really an accent, but it's a mannerism. They're all kind of connected. At the same time, though, if someone's telling a story, and they're not talking about all gay people, but they're talking about that person they dealt with, maybe the gay person was like really rude to them. And they're telling a story when they went to the gas station, and the person behind the counter, when they went to go pay in cash, you know, $10 on number 4, they were all like mean, but waving their hand around. If I did a story time telling that, I would probably impersonate what I went through to tell the story. I think all of us would. That's human instinct. Even when you have a fight with a friend and you're telling another friend about that fight, you're gonna talk like your friend. Yeah, and I was just like, what are you doing? And she was like, well, you know, yeah, well, she was just like this, and then she went like this. No, you know, you'll start talking, you know. That's why I feel so bad, because I can't even catch on to this stuff. And then one thing leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to another. And then I can't talk about anyone, and I don't know. I just feel bad. I don't want to make you guys upset. Maybe you guys can help me in the comment section. What can I and can't I do? Yeah. I remember when I came back to my parents' house. No, when I got deported, literally. Do you guys remember this video? It was in January, December, something like that. Oh my god, a year ago, pretty much. Seems like yesterday. Wow, time flies. Yeah, I remember that. I went to the hotel. Remember that they didn't have my booking correct because I did it on Priceline, I think it was. And they overbooked and they didn't have a room for me. And I had to be there at like 1 in the morning saying, I paid already. If you overbooked it, you're probably going to have to give me a room right now. And they gave me like a bad room that didn't have a working toilet. I was like, whatever. Of course, this shuts off when I'm talking. Of course, because my parents are coming tomorrow to pick me up. Remember this story? And I remember I was telling the story. The manager was so rude. And you guys can go back to that video. I was treated so disrespectfully. And one of them was Russian, and the other guy was black. And I would talk like them when saying the story. I'm not talking like them to make fun of them. I'm not saying it because if you have that accent, all of a sudden you're a bad person. I was just telling a story. And so now I'm questioning, is that bad? I don't know. I don't want you guys. Oh no. Oh, there are little bugs in here. So please help me out. I know, again, just to be safe and because I don't want to hurt people, I'm just not going to do that. You know what I'll do? Oh, here. Here's a great plan. I'm going to make up my own accent and use it for all characters. I'm gonna have to make one up. Yeah. That way, you don't even know what type of accent it is because I made it up. But then I can still be a storyteller without insulting people. My gosh. I was talking to this with Orlin yesterday. He's like, Nick, what you're going through, what do you think every single comedian has to go through? Actually, on Tosh.0, do you guys remember seeing? He talked like a Chinese person. Actually, oh, this is so funny because sometimes you do accents out of courtesy or just because that's what you do when you're... Okay, listen, so when I went on Comedy Central, I was a guest on Tosh.0, check that out. Yeah. He asked about mukbang. Now, Americans, they say mukbang. But in Korea, A is long, so it's pronounced mukbang. Mukbang. That's how you say it. That's what I say, because that's the word. And so I said that to Daniel Tosh. I was like, yes, actually it's called mukbang. He goes, that sounds racist, bong. And I was just like, no, that's how courtesy. I was like, if you go to France, you don't walk around in France saying, I'm in France. You say, I'm in France. Or, and he goes, oh, okay. And I'm not going to repeat what he said, because then you guys are going to get mad. But you can watch what he said. He said, oh, so if you go to China, you say, and he imitated a Chinese person. And everyone laughed. Everyone in the audience laughed. I kind of giggled, because that took me by surprise. Like, oh my God, he went there. But, it was funny because it was unexpected. So yeah, Orlin's just like, what do you think comedians have to go through every single day of their lives? To be funny to some people, you have to make other people upset. Unfortunately. I mean, most comedians. I remember I love Joy Behar. She's a host on The View, and she's a stand-up comic, and she said the same thing. She's like, comedians are always under fire because some people think they're funny, some people think they're not. They're overly criticized, and I remember her saying one day, you just have to stand by who you are, and you know who you are. And that's that. But then you have people like Ellen DeGeneres, who doesn't really mimic people, I don't think. But is she really funny? I mean, she's funny in her own quirky way, but she's not like laugh out loud funny. Sorry, Ellen. I mean, she's funny sometimes, but you know, she's maybe in the middle, but you have people on the other end, it's like rattling feathers, ruffling feathers. It's hard. And I don't think it is. I mean, Joy Behar does accents all the time, even on The View on live television. She does Italian a lot because she is Italian. So you're allowed to do your own. Have I heard her do other accents? I never heard her do an Asian. That's the thing. I think maybe like a Russian, but she's talking about the Russians a lot because she's really involved in the whole Donald Trump scandal. Supposedly, allegedly. I don't know. It's hard. I guess I'm learning and I feel bad, but then I guess as a society we have to know, because some of you in the comments might be like, Nick, it's no big deal, you're overlooking it. Other guys be like, Nick, it's about time you take responsibility, good for you. Other people in this video be like, that was a really badass apology, Nick. Wow, that's, I mean, terrible. Not like badass, like cool, like terrible apology. That's not an apology. You're clearly still questioning what's right and wrong. You should know better. But I don't, like, I know not to say the N-word. I know not to make fun of people. I know not to be like, oh, Orlin, you're brown skin. Oh yeah, you're less important than me. I don't refer to him by brown skin ever. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's just, that types of like racist types of remarks that are clearly racist. That's not me. You guys know that. But these little subtle things like using an accent, I'm questioning because I go on Tosh.0 and he does it. Joy Behar does it. I see comedians do it all the time, and I don't want to make you guys upset. And it's honestly, to be completely honest too, because let's just be real here. I'm an honest guy. Most of the people who get upset with me are Asians. I don't see people from Italy in my comment section who got mad at me for that Italian pizza video I did. I don't see Russian people. Maybe no one watches me who's in Russia. Or maybe, yeah, maybe I have no Russian viewers, which could be fair. I don't know. When I talk about my violin teacher and talk like him, I don't see anyone being upset. But when I do Asian accents, it's like, ooh. all hell breaks loose. And that was actually my defense in my angry tweets, which I deleted. And again, I'm sorry. But I was just like, how is it that I can do a southern accent like Paula Deen and no one says a word, but here I'm doing an Asian one. And all of a sudden it means that I am belittling them. I don't know. I don't know. I think it does stem from, especially the Asian accent, Asian Americans or people that immigrated, or not even, they just live in other Asian countries, but they're trying to learn English. It's hard for them. It's like trying to learn Russian. Oh God, you don't even know where to start. Now, English to learn Spanish or English to learn French is a lot easier for us English speakers because there's a lot of similarities. The same letters, the same pronunciation, the same, what do you call it, romantic voice. I don't know if you ever study linguistics, or is it called linguistics? You know, they're connected. Whereas like if an American person speaking English has to learn Russian, those are all different letters, all different syllables. It's hard to even know where to begin. And so when you're learning, it's really, really hard. And the language is usually really, really bad. I mean, and this is how I can relate to it because I'm here in Colombia. I can't speak Spanish. I'm sure, I mean, I don't even leave the house really, but if I do and have to speak Spanish, it's terrible. It's really, really bad. And I'm sure when I leave, say I'm coming back from the grocery store, the people at the countertops are just like, oh yeah, that guy, that American guy. And they're probably imitating me, trying to speak Spanish. I mean, that's hard. I don't care being here because I'm gonna get out of here and whatever. But say that I immigrated to the United States. I mean, I'm adopted, so I'm very fortunate that I got adopted at a young age. But if I got adopted when I was 20 and I learned English, oh my God, that would be such a hard thing. I can't even learn Spanish, and English and Spanish are so close. Imagine if I had to learn Russian. Oh, I would die. I'm very bad at learning new skills. And so I say to myself, okay, well, if I was trying really, really hard, and people were constantly like mimicking me, it would be such a downer. I would get really depressed. And maybe that's, especially with the Asians who get upset with me and who are hurt. I'm really, really down. These dogs, oh my God. Sorry. And yeah, so I'm just saying, yeah, the Asians who I'm hurting, at the end of the day, my Asian sloths, you guys, that are making you upset, maybe that's where it stems from, because you guys have a really hard time learning English. I don't know. That's like a possibility for me. Whereas maybe that's why I don't see any kind of negative feedback when I'm doing like a French accent. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. I'm really trying to be in your perspective. I'm not saying that you don't speak English well. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I'm trying to be in your perspective. Maybe that's why it's hurtful because, like I'm saying, yeah, Chinese and Latin are very different than Latin and Greek or Spanish. It's harder. I don't know. I guess I'm really confused today. Does this mukbang suck? I'm pretty much full. This was a delicious combo, but I'm full. I ate basically 1, 2, leaving some pieces here. 3, 4, 5, 6. I ate 6 pieces. And probably an entire boneless. Oh, there's still meat on this one. So if you can help me out in the comments, I'm really curious. Curious to know your perspective. Because one thing as a YouTuber, which the whole Laura and Manny thing, I can take away from, is that if you make a mistake, be it intentional or not, you need to learn from it and understand. And you can't really say, I'm sorry, unless you feel really, really bad. And it all comes to empathy. If I know that I'm making my Asian sloths, hi guys, my Thai, my Japanese, my Korean, I'm doing a Korean thing. If I'm at the end of the day realizing that I'm hurting you, that makes me feel bad because I don't see myself as a mean person. I don't see myself as being racist or intentionally discriminating. But if it comes across that way, that's a reflection of me, and that's something I have to work on. I can sit here and justify blah 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 blah. That's not really racist. Blah 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 blah. That's storytelling. Blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, I'm hurting someone, so I have to make some changes because I don't want to hurt people. That's where the apology thing comes from. You have to know that you're hurting people. So the Lori Lee and Manny thing that I can learn from is you also have to take the feedback seriously. And I feel like they did not. And I want to take that feedback seriously. So please comment down below under this video. Let me know your thoughts. What should I be doing and not doing? What can I do and what can't I do? Is it racist? Is it discriminatory? Is it really depending on context? Or should you just not do it at all in 2018? Which is a very valid point. There's a lot of things you shouldn't do anymore. Like the Redskins, like that scenario. That's just one little example. Think of all the things we're having to change in society. Because we're learning that it's no longer okay. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to hurt people. They could be your neighbors. They could be your best friends. They could be your audience watching your YouTube video. And as I said, the scariest part for me is I don't know what else I've said in my videos. You guys are telling me a lot on Twitter. But I can only think of a few. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry to be all depressing, but I really had to get this off my chest because I feel bad. Yeah. Well, that's me. I know it wasn't really a polished apology. Ooh, I'm rhyming. Okay, can I be? Yeah, I am sorry that, I'm sorry. Just let me know your thoughts, please, under this video. I'm gonna say goodbye before I get more cringy. And please just understand where I'm coming from, but also I will try to understand where you're coming from. So deal? I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, so you have to understand where I'm coming from. And I'm not intentionally trying to make people feel bad. But that's not the point here, is it? No. So please let me know what I should be doing. And you would think too this would be so obvious. Like in school, when you're raising a child, molding their brain, how to be a member of society, they teach you right from wrong, the traffic light symbols and their colors and what they mean. They teach you how to say please and thank you. They teach you to respect your elders, do your assignments, be diligent, be responsible for your work, don't cheat, don't steal, don't lie, etc. But I never learned about accents. Ever. You know what else I really wish I learned about? Taxes. I'm an adult now, I'm 26. And that is a headache. I wish someone taught me how to do taxes. I wish someone told me how they worked. Where that money is actually going. I mean, no, it's going to the government, but who? What? There's a lot of thievery too that goes on, not just in the United States government, but all governments. I remember that's one of the biggest things why Republicans are really against healthcare, global healthcare, national healthcare. On their perspective, it is that the government does not handle your money very well. You can get away with something like that in Belgium, where the population is literally less than the population of Philadelphia or whatever. The United States is massive. Their response to the global healthcare, what do you call it? National healthcare? Free healthcare, like what Canada has, is that the government will be pocketing a lot more than they need to. Again, Canada does it, but it might be big in space, but in terms of population, it is a fraction compared to the United States. And that's their biggest defense. That's their perspective. The other perspective is, no. Anyways. So I guess what I'm trying to say, what am I trying to say? I was trying to say something. Oh yeah, teaching you in school about taxes, like where's that money go to? See what I mean? My head's going in circles now. I'm still waking up. I mean, I am awake now. I could use some coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but my eyes feel so swollen from all the ramen I had yesterday. And again, please don't get mad that I keep doing noodle videos. I love noodles. But I'm also very limited here in Colombia. If my videos are in Colombia, please know I do not have a Taco Bell. I do not have a Wendy's. I do not have a Subway. I do not have Chick-fil-A or a Chipotle or Popeyes. The list goes on and on and on and on. Burger King, no. None of that exists here. And besides their pizza and burgers, which I'll do on this channel, they don't really have anything worth eating on camera. That's why I have all these noodles shipped to me, because they're cheap. Well, it's not cheap to ship them, but the noodles themselves are cheap, so it's worth it. And I do lots of noodles because that's like my favorite comfort food, number one. But number two, it's something you can enjoy without me having to be like, oh gosh, there's nothing to eat in Colombia. They don't have fast food here. And don't say, well, let's eat something healthy, come on now. Don't sit there and say that. You know, if I eat a salad, no one be clicking on it. And I don't want to eat a salad. I eat that off camera all the time. Here in Colombia, I eat like 2 avocados a day. I'll have a fish sandwich or something. I know that's good for me, but that doesn't mean mukbang's not about eating healthy. Mukbang's not about your daily routine. Mukbang in Korean, this is what I've learned, is about overindulging and eating a large quantity of unhealthy food to entertain an audience. That is the root of it. It's not just eating broadcast. That's what the word means, but there's big definitions to words. You might have a complete definition, but you need context too. And I learned from the Koreans. They told me that's what it's about. So anyways, I'm talking in circles again. You guys, again, I'm sorry for those that I hurt with my accents. I just did it again, mukbang, but I'm using that because, help me. I'm not doing it because I'm making fun of them. I'm doing it because that's just what you do when you're trying to like give respect to something you like. I remember speaking to my Russian violin teacher of whom I imitate with his accent, when he would recite pieces of opera to me, not like sing it, but like talk about operas, because he was really big into opera. Shout out if you're watching Violin Teacher, you're probably not. A lot of opera is not in English. Most of it is in romantic languages like Italian and French, etc. He would refer to pieces, and all of a sudden he'd turn to a different person. He'll talk to me in his Russian accent, and I don't want to imitate it now because everyone's gonna say I'm being mean. I don't know. So he'll tell me like, let's just pretend he had a regular. He talks like me. So yeah, I'm going through the repertoire that you need to learn, and if you want to do that phrasing similar to an opera singer from. And then he'll all of a sudden say the title of a French opera, and he'll be like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not saying that's how the French people sound. I'm not using an accent because I don't want to offend anyone. So that's my made-up accent. Okay, here we go again. Blah, 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 blah. So I'll be listening to him with my violin. He's directing me. This is my lesson, right? 30 minutes or whatever. I'm standing there, and he's like, do the repertoire, make it sound like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow. He like would change his voice, his tone, his inflection. And he did it not to make fun of the opera, but he did it because if you truly appreciate someone or something, you want to refer to it in the way that it's supposed to be referred to. Like actually, Muslim. I see in my comments all the time, don't say Muslim. That's not how you say it. It's Muslim. And if you want to acknowledge them properly, you don't say Muslims, you say Muslims, because that's how you say it. So this is where I'm getting confused. Am I allowed to say mukbang now? Oh, or am I being racist? I'm not racist, I swear. Help. Okay, well, I'm going in circles now. Okay, bye.